Last time on Fractured Sky, Chelo and Gambit duke it out, with Chelo keeping his distance and keeping Gambit from getting too close. Gambit surrenders, saying he didn't want to put Goht in any sort of danger. Monsha and Rayna had the next match, but Rayna decided to not show up, forfeiting the match to Monsha. And in the final round, it was Monsha versus Chelo, who put on a good show. Monsha let one singular arrow fly and knocks Chelo out, winning the tournament and collecting his prizes. Once the attendees began leaving the arena, it's slow going. Then the guards who have been waiting outside begin their assault. They begin binding and arresting every single person that they see. And Lord Arian Skygale, the Aarakocra who had spoken to Goht, is leading them. During the chaos, the party unwittingly leaves Goht behind during their escape. Goht activates the tracking device on his guild card before he is taken. The party is unable to find a way to get Goht out of the guard's grasp safely, and he is taken on board a large sky galleon taken below deck, and guards are pushing him towards one of many cages. Last time, y'all's finished your little spout in the Dusk Arena. Monsha was the one who won, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Monsha received the 3 items and the gold reward, and I believe you guys hunted down and got your gold reward as well.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly after, all of Lord Arian Skygale's guards and himself raided the place, beginning to arrest anyone they could. Goht and Pasta La Vista were left behind as everyone else made their way out. The guards were able to get out of the city with Goht in tow. And the first thing we're going to do is jump to Goht, who has just been brought below deck, and in front of him are cages that these guards are leading him towards. And I'm going to pull us all into that ship space so that we can see what's going on. And I made a slightly disturbing token that allows everyone to see through. It's an eyeball.
Okay.
The all-seeing
Oh, here we go.
eye.
And go. I will drop you in here.
That's a good
Do
idea.
I have
More
2
than
guards with me, guiding me?
I believe there are 2 holding you and dragging you along, and there are dozens others around you, as they are also loading people into these cages. Pasta La Vista and Rudy included.
Okay.
Throw Pasta La Vista in a cell. We'll throw Rudy.
Whoa! Hang on. Goht would have something to say before they put Pasta La Vista in a cell.
Okay, yeah. He'll be by you then. We're good.
All right.
You don't care about Rudy? He's just going in.
No. Nope.
Sweet. And I made actual guard tokens for the guards. You're brought below deck where there are bars and cages lining the outside walls, the inside walls. The inside almost looks like a large arena type deal where they can just throw prisoners en masse. And the edges are a little bit more solitary, or 1 to 2 people in a cage. And they begin leading you towards the left side of this ship, towards that corner cage where they are planning to throw you.
Okay. Can I say something to the ones holding Pasta La Vista?
Oh yeah.
Are you baby killers? That's what I'll ask them.
The ones holding Pasta La Vista will say nothing, but the ones holding you are going to, they're going to punch you in the head.
Okay. Yeah, they keep it up. Keep it up, guards.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Do I need to take some damage from that?
Well, I'm still gonna roll the hit, see if it actually does anything. You know,
Okay.
19 to hit. I assume
That'll smack him.
Sweet. That'll be 3
That
points
would be
of 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Scum, get in your cage.
You call me scum, but you cage a baby. This is not where one belongs.
He's speaking of the noodle.
The noodle hasn't even grown its wings yet. Don't you love your people with wings?
Grown its wings. They look at the other guard. Do you think he has wings?
It is a child. What you do to me does not matter, but that is an innocent life.
His sin was being born. We'll see if he sprouts wings, as you say, and perhaps his life won't be so meaningless after that. And go. They are going to continue to drag you.
Goht's friends, they left us. They left us to be caged like an animal. I'm gonna, plant my feet in front of this cage. Now, Goht has nothing left. Nothing to lose but my life. And my binds are, loose, right?
Yes, your binds are loose.
Do I need to make a strength check to see if I can, because they haven't disarmed me. I still have my sword on my back.
They have not disarmed you yet. That's true. Are you wanting to try and escape just from their grasp?
I just need I just need enough to get my sword out.
Honestly, I'm going to say you're able to do it because they're kind of just loosely dragging you. They think you're tied up. They're not expecting you to whip a sword out. I mean, they haven't taken it off you yet, but they don't think you can pull it.
If Goht's fate is to be caged, we will make sure none of you are alive to see it close. All right, and I'm going to break my binds. I'm going to reach back and I'm going to pull my sword out. When I'm pulling my sword out, I'm going to rake it across my horns, and you're going to see it light on fire like a match. And I'm going to attack one of these guards twice, because I now can attack twice.
And Monsha is also trying to keep an eye on Goht, so he would have... We can do this later, but he would have been trying to see where they led him.
Yeah. I mean, you had an owl following him.
Well, I was going to get on the ship almost immediately as soon as I saw that everyone was boarding the ship, and then just act like a guard and blend in.
Okay.
Were you casting invisibility?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
can
still
remember. I thought.
Yeah, he's still disguised, I think, as one of the guards.
All right, I'm going to attack with... I'm recklessly attacking, so... Oh, wow. That is 21.
21.
Nice.
That will hit.
That'll hit, right? Okay. I was
Yeah,
going to say,
that'll
I'm
hit.
screwed if that's not going to hit.
And Monsha, we'll jump back to you in a second. I will say it'll take a minute for you to get on board, and we'll run through that in just a minute here.
Oh, can I just go ahead and roll twice to see if I hit with both attacks?
Oh, yeah.
Reckless attacking for both. 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay.
Yes.
So both attacks hit. One, I'll hit him, and you'll see the fire fade the moment I hit him. Ooh, awesome. All right, so that's 23 slashing damage and 9 fire.
Total?
Total, yeah. Out of both
For the
attacks.
first attack? Oh, okay.
No, for both. I didn't roll super hot
Did you?
on my
Oh
d6s.
no! Wait, you're not raging. Never mind.
Dang.
23 and 9, you said?
And it's Giant's Fire Strike. I draw the essence of the giants, and that's how I'm able to light my sword on fire.
That's
Cool, man.
Yeah, this guy's going to howl, clutching at the wound that you've just inflicted on him. And both of them are going to look, well, granted, very shocked that you weren't even bound during this when they thought you were. And he's going, and both of them are going to pull their spears out.
You will have to kill me before you lock that door.
You will go in, whether you like it or not, beast. And they're both going to...
With advantage.
With advantage.
Initiative or no?
No. Goht doesn't have that many hit points, so he's going to go down pretty quick.
I'm running on fumes
assuming here.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit me.
24 to hit.
That'll hit me.
Dang, dude.
22 to hit.
Oh, Goht.
And nat 20.
Ooh.
Oh, man, okay.
I don't even know if we need to roll damage here.
Can you...
Yeah,
how does
just
that
went
work
down.
if I'm already down by the time that nat 20 hits?
They will not continue to stab you once you're down.
Okay, it just knocked me unconscious.
Yeah, so
Alright.
I'm just... If it goes above, that's going to be...
Let's see the damage.
Yeah, I think you're down, particularly with that net 20.
Yeah, they're going to hit me, and I'm just going to yell out to Pasta, I will not leave you, Pasta. Pasta, baby.
That is 30 total points of damage.
Oh, gosh, yeah, I go down at 17.
Goht, you will fall unconscious.
Okay. I am unconscious. Oh, that's the first time I've seen death saves pop up on this guy. So I haven't been 0 HP yet.
I also need you...
Okay.
I need you to roll on that
Table.
table.
Grievous wound table,
On
yeah.
the table.
Oh, I forgot about the table. Oh.
Oh.
Is that in Slack? Or not Slack?
It's in
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that, am I rolling a 100 or D20?
I
D20.
believe,
A D20.
yeah, and it was piercing damage, so
5.
no.
organ damage. That doesn't sound good.
No,
Yeah.
God.
I'm starting the session off hot, boys.
When you make an action, must make a DC 15 con save. On a failed
Okay.
save, you lose your action and can't use reactions until the start of your next turn.
That sucks, but Con saves are okay for me.
Magic such as the regenerate spell can cure your organ damage. Alternatively, someone can tend to the organ damage and make a DC 15 wisdom check once every day. After 10 successes, the organ damage is resolved.
Ooh.
Which once we get you back, Chelo can start doing that.
All right.
Yeah, but it still takes 10 successes.
Well, if we're in
Yeah.
town, might be looking for somebody who can
With,
just get that going real quick.
Hey, mind
A
casted
spell to help
regenerate?
you out that.
Super high level
Yeah.
spell.
I'll pay you lots of monies.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna
Goat has tons of money.
cost you a pretty
I don't know how much money
penny.
Goat has. You guys have the main funds. Goat's technically probably broke, so.
Yeah, goat's broke.
I think Chelo has the funds right now from what
Yeah,
we discussed.
No, I think we
Just-
gave him to Rayna because she moves quicker.
No, Rayna gave them to me.
Yeah.
Rayna gave them to Chelo.
Oh,
When
shit.
after we got out and we were safe, I gave them to Chelo because Chilo's gonna go to Rudy's
I'm at
hideout and
Rudy's
put.
depository.
Yeah, he's gonna put the cursed items and the money there, hide them there, so that they can't get to them.
Mm,
Because
Very
I
smart.
was faster, and I was gonna follow you guys to see if I could catch up to you guys.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
as soon as Chelo got there, with our level up, I'll use both of my sorcery to store a spell slot, and then I will start looking for places to hide those.
Let's jump to Monsha real quick, and then we'll jump to Chelo.
Okay.
Monsha, you are outside of the ship currently. They are perched near the ground with ramps leading up over the sides. Prisoners, dozens of them, hundreds of them, are being brought on board and funneled down these stairs. It's very congested at the moment.
Yeah.
What are you looking to do?
I'm looking to just join the mass of soldiers. Just slip right in.
Yeah, and you look like one of them, so I'm going to say you can do that. This is not going to be a hard thing to do.
I will turn to one of the soldiers next to me and ask him, how long did they say that this journey was going to take?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he just pops that off top of his head, that's awesome. It's
I
a
was
great
actually
question.
thinking that before I went into it. I was like, someone's going to ask me about this, and I'm just not going to know.
Because we don't know where we're going just yet.
Mm-mm.
It will be a 1 week journey.
1 freaking week.
Ooh,
Holy crap. Okay, where are we going again?
What do you mean where we're going? You cracked me up. What was your name again?
Oh, I wasn't asking him. I was just asking DM.
You guys don't know where you're going.
I was gonna say we don't have that information.
Yeah, there's no way that I was going to be like, yeah, where are we going?
Where'd they say we're going?
Yeah, I'm not asking that to him. But yeah, I'm just going up the ramp. That's the only thing I ask him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to drop you in the boat then.
All right.
And I'll move the eyeball friend into where you're going to be.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That way, Brian can see. Monsha, welcome to the ship.
Wow, look at this little ship. Okay, so Monsha's gonna
And
start.
I should point out, this is one of many. This is a fleet. So this is one of the ships.
Yeah, and I'm
With
going
how
on the one
many?
that Goat is on, correct?
There are 6 of them total.
6? Okay.
And you are on the one that Goat is on.
Okay. Did I see what's his name? Skygale? Did I see Skygale got on this one?
He was near the front of this pack, so you would not have had eyes on him. If you'd
Okay.
like, you can try to make a perception check, and I can tell you what you see.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start walking around the ship, looking for him, and I'm also going to look for places that I could potentially stow away.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you can feel free to explore. I will say you can get below deck without any issue. If you're trying to enter one of the 2 spaces on the front or back end of the ship, those doors are locked, so you'd have to have someone let you into them.
Into the ones directly south of me.
Yeah, south and north of you,
South and so the 3 doors.
that you can see. There's a 4th one over on the other side.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll go below deck.
People are being pushed down here, so I mean, you can just follow the guards in.
Yep.
And from the stairs, you see that scene before you. that there are people being shoved in cages. You see Goat passed out and stripped of all his items and weapons inside of a crate, inside of that corner cell with Pasta La Vista, and Rudy is slumped over in the cell next to him.
Okay. And are all of these doors locked as well, or are guards going through them?
Guards are going through these ones, so these ones you can get in and out of, no problem.
Okay. All right. I will start walking through. I'll come back to Rudy in a minute.
Okay.
That's all right. Oh, geez. Tons of freaking rooms.
And we will stop for a minute and hop over to Chelo, who
Don't
is
keep
going.
doing
Party,
it when
man.
we're all in different locations.
Yeah,
I know.
nothing will
I'm
ever
just
go
hoping
wrong
he
with
can
this.
catch the ship if we end up taking off.
Yeah,
Um,
probably not. But
She-
Chelo has already activated his card. Like
Yes.
as soon as he got to Rudy's, he hit the button.
Yeah, Goat and you have both activated yours.
Hmm.
or Brian, you can see in this room, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I had put vision on in this one. Or...
Yeah, Chelo's looking for a spot that wouldn't be noticeable.
Roll investigation for me.
Okay, I am going to give myself guide. Okay, that's not bad. That's a 15 with my -2 modifier.
On the west side of the room, you can see that there is a large circle kind of engraved into the floor. You would recognize that as some form of teleportation circle, though you don't know how to activate it.
Hmm.
Also, in the back room, there are several sky galleons that Rudy had mentioned were inactive at the time, along with one that is active that he had offered to sell you.
Okay.
So there would be a few options if you wanted to stow something in a non-used ship, essentially.
I think he's gonna look and like the most damaged one, find like a cubby or something and stash.
Okay.
He is gonna take 2,000 gold with him, but he's gonna stash the cursed items and the rest of the gold.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Will you roll we'll do stealth to see how well you hide them, just in case someone does come looking for them.
Okay. I will guide myself again. Ooh, heck yeah. 23.
Nice.
Did they take my lantern, Jordan?
I would say no for you. Your lantern would still be on you.
So they just took like weapons.
Yeah, weapons and anything that looked useful.
Oh, so they took all my oil, huh?
Well, after you lit one of them on fire...
Okay. That makes sense.
You did light one of them on fire.
Did light one of them on fire.
You didn't use the oil to do it though.
It's true, he didn't. Just his horns and a sword. Okay. Chelo, anything else you'd like to do while in Palpatine?
Now's the time to rob him blind.
Steal a ship.
Well, it's not like I can take them with me.
I know.
I don't know if one person can fly a sky galleon.
See if he has a bag of holding.
Yeah, right. Chelo is going to look through the items that he has on display and see if there's anything like that he would find useful in this rescue mission.
Let's see. Let me check my notes.
Visibility would be useful too.
I might have to ask for forgiveness rather than permission, you know?
I mean, we plan on attempting to save his life too, so I mean, it's not
true.
like we can use it right now anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say you find a couple things.
Okay.
One, these would be labeled too, just in his shop, is a signal stone. It's just a small polished stone that will emit a bright beam of colored light that will be visible up to a mile away. So you can send out essentially a flare to signal your location to someone. And the second is a grappling hook. It's enchanted to produce 100 feet of rope that will retract or extend as needed.
Okay.
Able to hold up to 500 pounds. And I can drop these in chat.
Okay. Yeah, he would definitely grab those 2 items on his way out.
Sweet. Rayna, let's jump to you. What are you up to?
Okay, so if I recall correctly, it was pretty soon after they left. Like me and Chelo had snuck into that house. And pretty soon after they left, we kind of split up. I gave him the stuff, and I said I was gonna try to like sneak behind him. Would I have gotten there in time to see which boat that probably not which one Goat got onto, but which one Monsha got onto?
Okay, we'll do this. Roll just a straight dex to see just
Straight
speed wise how fast you're able to follow.
Ooh, okay, which dice am I gonna use? Use this. Don't let me down. Oh my goodness.
Let you down.
It let me down. That's a 7.
Oof.
That's with a +4. I rolled a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you do not get there in time to see they got on.
No, dice, you let me down.
In front of you are 6 ships, though. Are you still disguised?
I am still disguised.
Okay, and how is that disguise being held? Remind me.
I have disguise self, and then I was using minor illusion as well.
Okay. How long does this disguise self last?
I think it's an hour. Let me double check. Yes,
Yeah, it's an
duration
hour.
1 hour.
Okay. I hate to say it, that's gonna be wearing off probably at this point too.
Okay, I figured we were probably close to the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will obviously, let's see. Would I know approximately how long I'd have left?
I would say no more than 3 minutes.
Okay, like really close to the end.
Yes. Yeah. This was enough time for an entire army to evacuate the city. So
Yeah. Can you describe what is around the boats, the ships?
like landscape wise,
Yeah, like what like obviously there's 6 ships, but what else is around here?
not much. You've exited the Evan Market and are outside of the mountains. So behind you are mountains that start to ascend, and in front of you there's just the road, mostly barren land. Given the night, it doesn't grow very well, and the 6 ships that are laid out, 3 on each side of the road, pulling passengers up into them.
Okay, so there's no like buildings or anything like that
Not where you're at.
around. Okay. Do I see anywhere that I could hide, not on a ship, outside of the ships?
I mean, you could hide just in like the crags of the mountains,
Okay.
behind a big rock or something.
How far away from the ships would I be?
Couple hundred feet.
Approximately.
Couple hundred feet. Yeah.
Okay. I think that Rayna is going to try and hide, and she's going to be listening to any guards that go by or anything to see if she can get any indication as to where they're going. Probably not very likely, but she's going to try.
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's good. Roll stealth for me.
Okay, we're not using that dice again. That's a little better. I do believe I do have proficiency in stealth. So that's a 15.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say you're able to hide. These guards aren't going to be able to see you as they're passing.
Okay.
Do
I need to roll perception to see if I hear anything?
Yeah, roll perception, and I will roll to see if they say anything stupid.
Okay, cool. 21.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you're going to be able to hear this. So 3 distinct groups will pass that you're close enough to hear. The first will be, a prisoner will be asking the guards, why are you taking us? Why are you even doing this? What crime did I commit?
None. You're innocent.
And the guards will, a few of them will say, it's not about the crime. It's about cleansing the world, and your filth does not belong in it. The next group, similar interaction you'll hear. This time the passenger is just knocked out, and the couple of the guards are going to be talking amongst themselves, and one of them says, I just can't wait to get there, to see the king's face. I just want to kick him right in the mouth. That's slimy. It'd be good to get him out of power and get to Lord Area in his spot. And the third group will be someone who's coming through. And this is the first person that you've seen that has wings that they're dragging through. And you don't recognize who they are. It's a tiefling, but just some random guy. And he asks, why are you taking me? I'm like you, I have wings. And they'll say, well, we heard you bad-mouthing us. So, got to make an example out of some of you, so the rest will fall in line, don't we? And they're going to punch him in the face and continue to drag him off.
Okay.
Rayna, roll perception for me too.
Perception?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be really good. It's that's a 26.
My gosh. Oh my
I
gosh.
rolled really well on that one.
I also rolled really well on that. Good gravy.
Better than a 26?
I did actually.
Really?
Rayna,
Dang.
you're gonna hear someone talk to you, and they are right behind you.
Oh, okay.
And you're gonna hear a woman's voice, and she's going to say, "Why are we hiding? Where's Monsha?" And it's late. She snuck up on you somehow with an incredible. I rolled a 19, and she has a high plus on that. So.
I rolled an 18.
We love that woman. Let's go. Liking her more and more.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
she's holding her side just a little bit. The bleeding has stopped from her fight with Gambit, but she seemingly did not get taken with the rest of everyone else who was in the arena.
Well, Rayna's gonna spin around and she's gonna go, how did you get out? Why didn't they take you too?
Well, I don't know. I woke up. I mean, there was quite a few of us left actually. It seemed like we all had wings, so maybe that's the key. Oh, I don't know.
Oh. Well, I'm hiding because I don't want to be taken. I don't have wings.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Where's Monsha?
I think he snuck onto one of those boats over there, but I'm not sure which one. But I kind of gesture towards the fleet.
She'll kind of peek out and look at it, and okay. Well, I don't think we're gonna be able to get on there.
No, I don't think so.
Monsha,
There's too many of them.
Did she not have disguise self?
Leet?
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
she's not. Well, she's kind of magical.
She is, 'cause that's what I've seen. She's been a magical trickster this whole time.
I mean, technically, I could recast Disguise Self since I got more spell slots since we leveled up. But
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
I'm also a little afraid of leaving with just Chelo back here, because then he's not going to know where to go. So I'm kind of hoping he'll catch up before the boats leave, but I don't know how promising that is going to be.
I would think very not promising, given he's in Rudy's repository. It's on the other side of the city that has to wind through and through the tunnels to get outside. But yeah. But Monsha, at some point you picked up an item that helps prevent people from spying on you, essentially.
Yeah, you got it off of Leet.
I believe you got it off of Leet, yeah.
Yes.
Do you actually, if you got it off of Leet, I just couldn't remember where you got it. Yeah, okay. Protects against detection and divination. Freak, dude. You're gonna feel that little amulet kind of buzz a little bit. And Rayna, you know that Leet is trying to get in contact with Monsha.
Oh, okay.
Through that rune. But it's blocking her voice and it's blocking her being able to see.
The one time it would actually be useful.
I know.
You said it kind of buzzed, so does he know that, like...
I would think he doesn't know what the heck that means, but I mean, you would definitely notice that his little amulet that he took is kind of vibrating.
He can presume it means that it's activating and just stopping something. He doesn't know that it's lead, but...
Monsha would presume someone's trying to spy in on him.
Yeah. What do you do about that, Monsha?
Monsha uses his to try to see into what Leap's doing.
That's a good idea. Yeah, you see her, she's pacing around, she's right next to Rayna.
And Rayna's like, stop giving away my position!
If I saw her next to Rayna, I would take the amulet off.
Hey, yeah, as soon as you slip that off, you're going to hear her voice and just, Monsha, Monsha, Monsha.
And I can talk, it's all in my head, right?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want, Leet?
Hey, Monsha. Where are you?
I'm on one of the ships.
Yeah? Well, I'm looking at the ships. Which one are you on?
I assume I would have been able to. I was looking out for which row I was in. I'm assuming they're all in a line.
Yeah, there's 3 and 3, one on the left, one on the right. So 2 rows of 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I would say the one you would get on would have been the furthest one out, the front left.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So gotcha. Front left.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And you would tell her that?
I would tell her that.
Sweet, dude. Oh, you're opening up to lead a little bit here.
Only because Rayna's there.
Yeah, she's gonna tell you that right now. She's gonna say, "Oh, he's in that front left one, way up there."
Okay.
Well, are you gonna come rescue me?
Am I gonna come rescue you? Well, that's the plan. Well, I don't think I can sneak on board, unfortunately. Do you know if there's another ship here? Do you guys have a ship of your own? Could we take that?
I know there's a sky galleon that we were going to buy from Rudy eventually.
Oh, that would work.
Is that what it's called?
Could borrow a sky galleon from Rudy.
The sky galleon.
Need a crew to fly it.
I think that'd probably be his payment for saving him. So we'll keep the sky galleon.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair trade.
She will ask, where is it?
It's at Rudy's repository.
Okay. Do you guys know where you're going? And she'll look at Rayna as well when she says that.
Rayna's gonna wait to see if
I have no idea where we're going.
Monsha, no?
Yeah, Monsha, I don't know.
I was gonna see what you'd found out, if you'd found out anything. Because Rayna doesn't know you don't know anything.
Yeah, Monsha doesn't know. He'd tell that to Lee.
Monsha doesn't know Rayna? Rayna, do you?
I might have an idea, but I'm not positive. I heard some guards discussing something.
Well, should we just take one of them? Just take one of the guards?
I don't know. I don't know that that's really Rayna's style.
Monsha agrees. Lee, if you do anything right now, Lee, it's to take one of the guards and torture him. I'm sure you can do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I absolutely can.
That is not Rayna's style.
Just ignore her.
Bring him back to Rudy's repository. Chelo will help you.
All right. Well, I've been given the all clear by my love, so I'm going to go ahead and take a person. If you'd like to help, feel free.
Well, can you try to do it discreetly so that nobody knows? Can we find one that's like off to the side? Nobody will notice. I'll
just take one from the back of the pack. That should be fine. Okay.
Monsha is frustrated that he's really he liked what she just did.
It's like, dang it.
But yeah, Rayna, you're gonna watch Lead as she just climbs down from the rocks, just walks past the guards and goes back, because she's not one of the people that are.
Yeah, well, Rayna can't do that.
Let's jump back to Goht and Monsha on the boat.
Yes, back to Goht and Monsha.
Yep, Goht is just passed out.
He's doing great.
Oh yeah. I was hoping I'd take one of them out with me, but I didn't.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna start going down this hallway. I'm assuming these are all guard quarters.
That is what it appears to be. Yes.
Okay, and then these ones also guard quarters.
Yeah. So peeking into these rooms, you can see that they are essentially bed chambers. So very temporary living spaces. There's just a single bed in each of these rooms, and they seem to take up the majority of this back half of the ship.
Okay. Well, he's going to do something with our guards starting to go into these quarters.
Some are, yes. Others are taking their positions along in the actual crew space. I realize I did not put any sails on this ship, but there would be some sails on this ship.
No.
It's just a map. This is the map of the deck. The sails are up top.
Yeah, no worries.
It doesn't need sails. It's fine.
Monsha's going to go over to Rudy, and he's going to reach through, and he's going to grab his collar and pull him right up next to the bars.
Like slam him in the bars or just pull him?
We'll just pull him, and we'll hold him like really tight next to it.
He'll be pushed up, and he'll... What do you want? Haven't you done enough?
And he's going to whisper in Rudy's ear. It's Monsha, and I need you to give me everything that you have on you that can be useful right now if you're going to live. and then I'll make a scene and say, and kind of like move him back and then slam him up against the bars a little bit.
Yeah, okay. He's gonna whisper, Monsha, you better get us out of this. Goht included. He looks a bit wounded now. They stabilized him at least, but he's not looking so great. And he's going to pull out a couple things that he was able to smuggle in. One being that sleep powder that you and Goht were going to buy from him.
Okay, perfect.
And,
that would be the 2 uses, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And he hesitates a little bit before handing it because he was planning on using it himself, but he will hand it over. Yeah. It is a potion of ghostly passage. Upon drinking this potion, the user becomes incorporeal for 1 minute. During this time, they can move through solid objects while creatures as though they were not there. However, if they end their turn inside a solid object, they are immediately shunted to the nearest open space and take 5 force damage.
Okay. That is very useful. Anything else he gives me?
No, just those 2 things. He was kind of stripped of some of his stuff as he was put away. He was just able to hold on to a couple of them.
Did I see where they were keeping that plunder?
I would say you don't know where they would be right now, not given where you've been walking around.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I will throw him back on the ground and say, see if you get out of here anytime soon, wingless scum.
He's gonna... Was that really necessary? You better get us out of here. He'll whisper that really quiet.
What's Pasta Boy doing? Out of curiosity, does he have a mind of his own? I'm maybe Brian is still a little confused on kind of how he works.
So
a little bit of
Pasta La Vista has a little bit of autonomy at this point. He's highly attached to you guys, almost like a bird has imprinted on its mother, kind of thing.
Okay.
But currently, it is snuggled into Goht, just kind of laying against him in that same cell.
Dang.
Right.
I'm going to be looking around. So I'm assuming there's keyholes for each of the cells.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. And do all of the guards have keys, or do I see specific guards that have keys?
There are specific guards that have keys. So there are a few down here. This is their patrol time, and they are holding the keys. So during each patrol, there will be about 10 guards that will circle this space.
Okay. And there are 10 guards that have keys, and are they kind of just along their side? So yeah, the key's just on a little ring on their hip or whatever.
Yeah.
Does it look like something that could be pickpocketed?
It would be very difficult to pickpocket off. They're tied onto their waists. But yes, Monsha, you've gotten those 2 items from Rudy and thrown him back in his cell. Well, back into the back of his cell.
As far as the key ring goes, you said it's tied on. Does it look like something that if, I don't know, maybe an owl tried clipping through it with his beak, he'd be able to do that?
That seems like something someone would probably notice.
I mean, I would say an owl probably could rip it off, but it would also be highly noticeable.
Okay. We'll get to that one later. For now, I'm going to go down to the bottom, and along this bottom row, I was keeping an eye out to see if there was anyone that went into those dormitories. Was there?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to start casting prestidigitation on one of the ones that I know someone's in.
Okay.
And it's going to release just this acrid, putrid, corpse-like smell. It's just going to continue wafting through that room. And then once I hear him start making some commotion, I'm going to knock on the door.
Yeah, you're going to hear this guy. Oh, what is that? And this door is going to pop open. This middle, and he's going to come out, heaved over, and look over at you. That wasn't me.
You all right? I can smell what's coming from your room.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm not going back in there. I think I'll just sleep above deck or something. Yeah, I'm out. And he just starts walking away.
Man, I was prepped to like pay him off, do something. This is great.
No, man, this guy,
He's done.
he's done, man.
You're like, Mom.
Oh, I love that. Okay, yeah, I'm totally going in the room. Can I lock the door?
Yeah, it's like a room. You can log it.
All right, sweet. Yeah, room's locked. Monsha's gonna take an 8-hour rest. To be completely honest.
Okay. Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah. I will relay all of this information back to Lee and Rayna, and let them know which room I'm in and whatnot, in case that's information that's valuable for them.
Okay.
I don't think there's not any kind of like windows or anything in that bottom deck, was there? Rayna would have asked.
No.
Okay. She was pretty sure there
Ooh.
probably weren't, but just
That would have been nice. Yeah.
that would have been nice. Just wanted to ask to make sure.
Monsha's gonna be resting. Let's jump back to Chelo then.
So Chilo was headed out of Rudy's after hiding the cursed items and the 10,000 gold.
Okay.
I guess he's going to try to pick up the trail from where he left off and try to find out where they were going.
Okay. I would say it's not too hard to find their trail. I mean, this was a huge mass and they were kind of parading through the streets. So you'd be able to know that they were leaving town out of that northeast corner.
Yeah. So he's going to start heading that way.
Okay. And it will take a hot minute since you have to kind of weave through the town here. We're gonna jump around a lot here in a second. Rayna, the last of the guards have left the tunnel.
Okay. Do I know where Lee went?
She went down into the tunnel
Okay.
a few minutes ago, so she's not too far ahead, but she's left down into the tunnel like that.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's safe for me to get on the ship. I'm a little scared to do that. Also, I feel bad leaving Chilo all by himself.
Would you say it takes an hour for me to get to, like, walking through the city?
Good question. It would take you about 15-ish minutes probably to get to the other side of the city.
Okay.
Walking in like a straight direct. I know where I'm going here.
Yeah, he's definitely walking like as direct as possible.
Okay. Is that just what you're doing? You're just walking all the way over?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Rayna, what are you planning on doing?
I after the guards have come out of all the guards have come out of the tunnel, so it's safe. I'm not going to get captured. I'm going to try to follow Leet's trail and find her.
Okay. Chilo, on your way, about 10 minutes into it. So about 5 minutes left until you get, or I'll use Pasta Vista. You're around this area here.
Ah, okay.
Leet is going to be skipping down the way, swinging her bag of holding, and she's going to see you. Chilo!
Ah, how much do you know about what's going on?
Straight to the point.
Well, I was told that Goht got taken onto a ship. Monsha's on there with him, and he told me to kidnap this guy, and she holds up her bag. So we can figure out where they're going.
That sounds like a plan.
Oh, and Rayna's out there too.
Rayna's out there.
She's not on the ship. She was hiding when I found her.
Oh, you didn't go with her?
Leet left while the guards were still coming.
Yeah. I didn't want a chance getting captured by the guards. I had to wait until the guards were gone.
Makes sense. Got it.
All right. Well, we can use Rudy's repository as a base for now until we can get some information out of this guard.
Okay.
I'm
good with
when
that.
Rayna gets there, I might actually have something that could help with that.
Oh, cool.
I also would have told the party that it
I'll
isn't
ask
a week-long journey. That information I did know.
A week-long journey, yes.
Oh, you would have told us that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Leet would relay that information too.
Yeah.
Oh, Goat. I'm going to feel so bad if he's in a cage for a whole week.
We're going to do this as quickly as possible. Yeah, I guess Chilo would start taking Leet back toward. Well, we'd wait for Rayna,
Okay.
and then we'd all go back to Rudy's repository.
Yeah.
Raina's
you can-
fast. She'll catch up quick.
Yeah, Rayna is quick. Okay.
Go.
We're jumping to Rudy's repository.
Heck yeah.
Monsha, you're not here. Rayna and Leet. Chilo, Rayna, and Leet. I'm Leet. We are all inside of Rudy's repository. And Leet will start pulling this guard out of her bag. And as she does so, he starts gasping for air.
I was going to wonder about that.
He looks like he has been deprived for a little bit of time here. Not too long, though.
Yeah.
And he's going to start just...
Well, do you have any rope?
I think I have rope.
If you wouldn't mind,
in
we
one of
don't want our guest running.
Oh, I don't think he'll run. Right? She'll look at him.
Yeah, I have some rope. I can tie him up.
Monsha's listening in on all this, by the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I thought you were sleeping.
I can rest without sleeping, right?
Oh,
Long
I guess
rest?
you don't have to sleep for the whole 8 hours. That's true.
Not as a tiefling. You have to.
I think-
You have to actually sleep. You have to
Yeah,
sleep
I think
at least
you're-
6 hours.
I was going to say, you could just delay your rest.
Cool.
Because, I mean, it's a week trip, so...
I'm taking a long rest
Yeah.
right now, right?
Yeah, you got knocked out.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you're unconscious, so
You're taking
you're
a-
definitely taking a long rest.
Your organs are taking a long
Forced
rest,
long
too.
rest.
Yeah, they are.
Leet is going to gasp for... Oh, wait! And she's going to pull another person out of her bag.
There were two?
It's not a guard, it's just a dude.
What? You just kidnapped some random dude?
And he's gonna be... Oh,
Leet,
what was
this
that?
guy. Leet, who
Ah.
is this guy?
How
He
do
was
these
just,
guys look health-wise?
they look really rough. Their eyes are bloodshot. They look like their skin has kind of begun to turn blue, palish.
Been going without oxygen.
Been going without oxygen for a hot minute here.
What can Chilo determine about the random guy that she grabbed?
I mean, he looks like one of the brawlers that was in the arena. Just some dude. And Lee just, he was just with him. You know, I didn't want him causing a scene.
Raina's just gonna be like,
You can leave. We don't need you here. We just need the guard.
Chilo's gonna flash his claws, and he's gonna say, "Not a word of this to anyone."
My lips are sealed. I don't need any of this. I'm just glad I can breathe again. And
Little sparks of electricity are gonna bounce between his fingers, and he's gonna go, "I will find you."
Look, man, I don't want any trouble. Can I just? He's looking around like, where's the exit?
That way.
Oh, this okay. Thank you. Thank you for not killing me in your bag. I'm okay. Bye. And he's gonna start to walk out.
Chilo's gonna turn to the guard. He's gonna say, "Look, I have a lot of ways to do this. Unfortunately, I don't have time for you to be uncooperative."
Raina's gonna raise a hand and she says, I think I can help. I, in leveling up, have acquired a new spell called Suggestion.
Go for it.
Hey, man, I wanted to torture him. Dang it.
So I can just ask him to tell us everything he knows. How should I word this? Okay, because I can see Jordan being tricky.
Oh, he's not gonna want to tell you. So,
because I can give him like a sentence or two, and he gets to make a wisdom saving throw, and if he fails, he basically has to do what I say. As long as it doesn't harm him and it's a reasonable request.
yeah, okay.
Oh, and as long as we don't hurt him. If we do deal damage to him, then this spell ends.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, what would you like to suggest to him, Rayna?
I'm thinking, do you guys think it's cool if I just ask him, like, tell me everything you know about the plans of, about the plans of the ship and where it's going?
I mean,
Or do we have a more specific request Chilo, that you think would be more?
Um,
Or Monsha can chime in too, since you're listening in.
I was gonna say, yeah, Monsha is listening in through Leet, so this is.
Well, sorry, what were you asking, Rayna?
For my question or my suggestion to him or whatever, just to tell him to tell us everything he knows about the plans of the ship and where it's going. Or does that sound good? Or do we have something more specific or whatever that we want?
Maybe what does tell us what Lord Arian Skygale plans to do with the ship and all of the soldiers on it and all of the people on it, the slaves.
Lee would relay that information to you, Rayna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I figured she was being fairly good at relaying the information.
Oh yeah, it's Monsha talking. He's hanging on every word.
I mean, that sounds good to me. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast suggestion and say, tell me everything you know about Lord, what's his name?
Arian
Arian
Skygale.
Skygale.
Arian Skygale's plans with the ship and where he's taking it. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And what is my DC?
Be 8 plus proficiency plus your intelligence modifier.
So
I rolled a 21.
Oh, yeah, you probably passed. You
Yeah, we're
definitely
doing this
passed it.
Chilo's way.
Okay, never mind then. I tried to do it, non-violently. It was worth a shot.
Yeah. He's just gonna. I'd rather not say.
Okay,
Chilo.
then you gotta
Chilo's
deal
gonna
with
step
them,
up
and
to
I'm gonna say you're lost. Now you gotta deal with them, and point to Leet and Chilo.
Is this guy wearing metal armor?
He sure is.
Chilo's gonna extend his claws, and the claws are gonna sink into the metal, and he's gonna cast Shocking Grasp.
Cool.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, joyous day. Yeah, that's gonna hit him hard.
That's 11 points doubled, so 22 points of damage.
Dang.
22 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And this is it considered a
It's-
melee attack or is it a spell attack?
It's a melee spell attack, yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna do it to knock him unconscious.
Cool, because he is going to knock unconscious with that.
Yep.
And he's going to slump over and just fall to the ground.
Yeah. Chilo's gonna give it a couple seconds, and then I'll make a medicine check to try to wake him up.
Yeah, go for it.
That's 15.
I believe that does it.
I think it's like a 10.
Yeah, 10 first. Yeah, 10 success. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll say he wakes up.
He's gonna say, "This is gonna be a long night for you if you don't tell us what you know."
What did you just do to me?
Oh, you were very close to dying. I just saved your life.
I have another
Roll.
spell slot. I can try it again.
Roll either. I was gonna say roll either persuasion or with advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Persuasion or intimidation.
Yeah.
It's the same roll. I'm gonna use intimidation. That's a 18 with my gem, the crystal that gives me a
Okay.
+1 on those.
God, I'm rolling so good. He's gonna spit on you.
Hmm.
I would rather die than betray my lord.
Can Monsha chime in here?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I think we can give him something worse than death. Lee,
What you got?
would you mind threatening him to chop off his wings? Let's see how Lord Arian Skygale feels about him after that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Lee is going to step towards him and grab
Please.
fast.
Can I try suggestion one more time?
Don't waste your
Rayna
spell
doesn't
slot.
like this.
If you want to try, Lee is going at him right
As
Hold-
Leet
hold
steps
on.
up to him, Chilo is gonna minor illusion, turning one of his wings into a nub.
now. Lee will hold fast the other one and pull her dagger up to it. And she'll ask,
guys, let me try suggestion one more time.
Let's go through with this.
Hold on. Rayna's gonna cast suggestion again and say the same thing over again. So if he'll make another wisdom saving throw.
That is a 5.
That fails!
Just all these things are happening at once. Grabbing his wing. It looks like his one has turned into a nub, and then Rayna, just tell us what you know.
Just tell us everything you know.
And he will break. He will. Okay, look. If you would please let go of my wing. If I can still feel the other one, would you please return it to me as well?
Chelo will drop minor illusion.
And Leet will let go of his wing, still standing by him with the knife, though.
Mm-hmm.
And he will begin to tell you, Lord Skygale, he plans on saving the world. Well, I'll tell you the speech he told me before we departed earlier today. All those who defy me will be shown no mercy. The non-flying scum of the world will be purged. Let us work for a brighter tomorrow and eliminate these pesky ants once and for all. The gods blessed our people with these floating islands, and with our wings the power to rule over them. It is deplorable that the ground-dwelling scum have taken to the skies. We are superior, and they will all die for trying to act like our equals. He plans on ridding the world of people like you. And he'll look at Leet and say, not you, but should you continue on your path to defy us, he will not hesitate. And his first, he was trying to find a certain item to help him manipulate the memories of people, but we've been coming up short wherever we turn. He intends to move forward with this plan regardless if he has this item or not. And they will be making their way to the royal capital, where the king and his family, who support the land dwellers, the scum, they live there. And while they are in power, it will be much harder to proceed with his plan. So they will be the first target. And I assume that is where the prisoners are going as well, probably to make an example of them to the city of the Arakakra. And that will be all he says for now.
So, sorry, which city are we going to?
So they are going to the
Arion's Aegis?
Arion's Aegis, yes. So it is the central floating island, and it also shares the name with its one main city. So they are heading to Arion's Aegis, the center.
That's what I thought when he said he was going to go. The thing
And
about
we are currently on Shadow
The Obsidian Enclave.
City Enclave. Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be about a 7-ish day journey. Get from the mountains to the center of the town.
Okay. Roughly, do we know how much time it will take to get to the edge of the Obsidian Enclave and over the void?
Over the void?
Yeah, like the edge of the land.
Edge of the land. Half a day?
12 hours.
Yeah. I mean, the ships will be going upwards first, and then over, but...
I've just got some potential plans that need to happen before we go over the void.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Chilo's going to mention there is a working sky galleon down below this. If we can get it to fly, we can try to catch up to them.
Well, I would think ours would be faster, being that it's smaller
Mm-hmm.
than those big ships. In theory.
In theory.
I mean, in real life, a brigandine is faster than a sloop, and vice versa. A sky galleon would be faster because of the massive sails, the wind it catches. It'd catch more speed.
The big ship would catch more
The
speed?
big ship, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I
because
thought
they have more
small ships were
sails.
normally faster.
Catch more wind.
Yeah, despite it being heavier, the actual surface area of the sail.
Shows you what I
Sorry,
know
big
about
Sea of Thieves
sailing.
player.
Yeah.
Is there anything else any other information we need from this guy?
Movies have taught me wrong, apparently. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. I don't think so. We know where they're headed.
Okay.
We just need to get there.
Lee, what do we do with loose ends?
Oh, Rayna's not gonna like this.
Yeah. Chilo's going to say, Rayna, you might want to turn your head.
What would you like me to do? Would you like me to do it, Monsha?
Rayna's gonna take her rope. She doesn't want blood on it.
Oh, don't worry. There will be no blood. Chilo's
And-
gonna put his hand on the Aarakocra's head, and the lightning's just gonna funnel.
Oh. Rayna, before you do that, Rayna is going to take a rope and she is going to go back into the back room and she's going to make notes. She's not happy about this.
I hope you all know.
I don't like you killing our enemies. It sucks.
He's a defenseless man at the moment. And
Yeah, at
now
the moment.
you let him go
He's
and
gonna
we pull it out.
Yeah.
Imagine him slapping Go, punching him, stabbing him. He'd
He
do the
pretty much
same
did,
thing.
you know.
Yeah.
There is one end for
She's
traitors,
not going to watch.
and it is not a happy one.
Rayna is looking away. Chilo, you have just felled this guy.
Yeah, Chilo wouldn't hesitate.
And Leet looks disappointed. You beat me to it. You mind if I just... She's going to start just pushing her dagger into his chest. Just for fun.
Rayna's doubly glad she's
Just
not
for
watching.
funsies.
She goes, that wasn't as satisfying.
Come on, Leet. There's no time for that. Chilo's gonna start walking away.
Okay. You said there was a sky galleon. We
Yes,
can take
it's
that, right?
in- Well, either Rudy can be executed or rescued with his borrowed property.
I think he'll pick the borrowed property.
I believe so as well.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's do that.
All right, yeah. Heading into the Sky Galleon area.
Sweet. I will just drop you guys onto the ship that he had told you was the active one.
Oh, do we want to bring the cursed items and all with us, or do we think they're safer here?
The cursed items. We don't know which one he's looking for, do we?
Well, he said I was going to ask him about that, but you guys were done, so I was like, okay.
Dang, should have killed him. Oh well.
Okay.
He said that they were looking for something to modify memories, but none of the items we were told modify memories that I remember, because we had one that makes you believe you're beautiful, one that makes you want to open things, and one that what was the last one? Amplifies your insecurities.
Mhm.
Yeah.
None of those modify memories, so
I mean, the compulsion one could be used. I could imagine it being used in a certain way. Yeah, I think they're safer here.
Okay.
Are we gonna take our gold, or are we gonna leave it here too?
We'll take the gold. That might actually help us.
Okay.
That might help us out if we get.
Do we want to like split it between the two of us, so if one of us gets captured, we don't
Yeah.
have at least all of it on us?
Yeah. So Chilo gives you 6,000 gold.
6,000. Okay. 6,000 gold.
Man, we need like a bank or something.
We have a plot of land that we could use to establish a bank.
I love this idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we funnel money into Pizza Paul and use it as a front.
We start
So
laundering money through Respawn.
Very good mind.
Goat could probably convince a Rigatoni Randy to pitch in some way as well.
Oh,
He was
by
pretty
the way,
infatuated by you.
before you guys go, can you get the little $2,000 gem that lets you teleport?
There was a gym that lets you teleport? I don't remember that. Here?
I'm sure it was mentioned when we went to Rudy's at the first time.
It was. Did I drop that in chat already? I
Yeah,
feel like
you
I did.
Yeah, you dropped it in chat. In Fracture Sky. Yeah, the Worm Step gem.
Yeah, Worm Step Gem.
I'm looking for it.
Lets you cast Dimension Doors in action at dawn each day.
Oh,
Once
that
for
does
long
seem
rest, the
useful.
team user can activate the Worm Step Gem to cast the Teleportation Circle. Teleport to a designated permanent teleportation circle location.
Yep, definitely taking that one.
Yeah. And then also, if there's anything else useful, feel free to raid the place. Just saying. Rudy's not using it right now.
Yeah, add that thing to your guys' thing. Whoever is taking it. Go
Are
ahead and
you
add
taking
that.
it, Chilo?
Yeah, I'm adding it to
Okay.
adding it to my journal.
Okay.
Man, it's nice I can
Should we,
communicate with you guys. This is great.
Should we like roll something to see if we find anything else useful?
I was gonna say, what do you want us to roll, if anything?
We're
I do already have the signal stone and the grappling hook with the.
I guess if you guys are wanting to spend a lot of time,
I don't think we want to spend a lot of time. Rayna would be eager to try to catch the ships to make sure that we don't lose them. So she wouldn't want to spend very much time, but she would do a quick glance around to see if there's anything else that catches her eye that she thinks would.
I say Chelo would only remember that if Monsha had brought it up. He would not have remembered that otherwise.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say no for this. Because a lot of his items were very niche things, not super useful. I mean, unless you want that book of bonelessness that has the chance of making your own self go down.
Well, yeah. What does that book do again?
It would. The essence of it was it would teach you how to cast a spell that could remove all the bones from a. But it also had a chance if you did it wrong in any way or messed up, afraid or like anything, that it would instead remove all of your bones.
I want the book. If you don't mind grabbing that.
Might as well. You could sell it at the very least.
You don't know
Right.
about the book.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say,
found
no,
it?
sure, you would not know about the book.
Oh.
Rayna was the only one who actually looked at it.
Yeah. And Rayna wasn't interested in it.
Oh, freaking
Sorry.
heck. Rayna.
Freaking heck, Rayna. Freaking
Yeah.
heck.
I
Think
don't
about
think
what's
she would have
useful
said
for the
anything about
group,
it.
Rayna.
I don't think she would have said anything about it. She was just like, "Oh,
Fair
that's
enough.
weird."
Yeah, I don't I don't think she would have either.
If you want to ask Leet to look around and maybe she'll find it, but I don't think Rayna would have said anything because she doesn't think it's useful.
I'm just saying we could remove all the
Oh,
bones from Skygale's
That was a bag of
body.
holding? Oh, I could have kept that.
You could
Yeah,
have.
I know. That's the thing you took. And I was like, you took the best item she had.
I did give her. She did give me a bunch of gold. I just checked. I got like just over 600. And that's the most gold Goat's ever had. So
It is true. You did get a bunch of gold from her.
Goat's like, I'm okay with that.
I have a question. This Sky Galleon, is it big enough for our car to go on? Can the car travel on the Sky Galleon?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could drive it up the ramp. You wouldn't be able to get it below deck, but
I think it's worth it.
top deck.
yeah,
Or were we able to get it
you would.
near Rudy's?
I was gonna say you'd have to get the ship outside through its little port on the side of the island, and then get it outside of the city where you can drive your vehicle to go and get it.
So that's going to take
That
a lot
sounds
of
like
time.
a lot of time.
I don't think.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. Okay. Then it might not be worth it then.
We'll get it back later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. In the meantime, I realized I dropped the stats, and then I figured I have an actual sheet. I have dropped the stats for the Ross ship in chat so that you guys can have that for whatever you're doing.
Nice.
I have created some more flushed out vehicle rules too for all of this. So main thing I've changed is you don't need an action to activate ship things. So you treat the vehicle as an extension of the player. So if you want to move the ship, you're going to be using the pilot. Whoever's piloting the ship will be using their movement to move the ship. If you're by a cannon and it requires an action to use, you'd be using your action to fire that cannon off. If it's something that uses a bonus action, you'd be using your bonus action. And you just have to be positioned on the vehicle somewhere where that would be plausible. Let's see. Whenever you do something, it'll just happen on. So the ship will have its initiative, and that'll just be when its stats get reset. So it'll still have one action, one reaction, one bonus action, and its set of movement that it can move during one round. But the players will be the one who activate those abilities.
Essentially, so you couldn't have like a player move it and then like the next player take over and move it again or something.
Yeah.
You couldn't break it.
Yeah. So we're not doing that, but it will happen on the player's turn when you activate it.
Okay. I like that.
Most vehicles will have a damage threshold, and this one it has a damage threshold of 10.
And what does that mean? Sorry.
So if the ship takes any damage, 5 damage, it would take 0 because that threshold is above that limit. If it took 15, it would take 5 to its actual hit points. So you're minusing the damage threshold off of whatever damage gets inflicted on it.
Yeah.
If a vehicle falls below half HP, then from that point on, all the damage that is inflicted on the ship, half of that damage will be inflicted to each player on the ship as well.
Oh, okay.
So if this falls below 125 hit points, and then the ship takes 30 points of damage, take the 10 off, 20 points, every person on board would take 10 points.
10.
If it falls below a quarter health, the vehicle's movement will be halved, and it will no longer be able to take bonus actions or reactions. And at 0, it will lose all the power and will be unable to move, do anything. It's broken. And in this case, if it were flying, it would begin to fall. And if you are outside of a ship and a ship attacks you directly as a player, should it hit, it will be counted as an auto crit. And unless it's something that deals like a saving throw. So if it's something that inflicts like a dex save, you would still just treat it like a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, if you're outside the ship and...
So say Lee was flying towards, or Monsha, let's go use Monsha. If Monsha was flying between ships on the path and they spotted him and shot him with a cannon, if that cannon hit,
a crit.
It would be an auto crit for him.
Okay.
With a lot of damage.
But only if it's an attack from a vehicle?
Yes.
Or is that just any... Okay.
Just a vehicle attack, yeah.
Okay.
If you're the driver has pretty much the main extra actions you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And there are things like dashing. So you can double the movement like you would a normal person. You can ram into someone. So you deal damage equal to the strength modifier. So in this case, it would be like an unarmed strike with a normal player. I've also added a harsh ram, which is ramming while dashing, and you'll deal that strength modifier plus 1/10 of the distance traveled during the dash. So if you took the dash action in this case, its speed is 50, it would travel 100 feet, you deal an extra 10 points of damage on top of the 4. So
Nice.
If you wish to ram with the vehicle, you can do that. If you're ramming something that is at least 2 sizes smaller than your vehicle, then you can run them over and keep moving past them.
Okay.
Shoving, you can shove with your vehicle, so just keep that in mind. So pretty much any of the like basic actions you could do as a player, you the vehicle as a pilot. That's basically it.
How does like healing or like fixing the ship work?
As far as healing or fixing a ship, for ones like this, it would be where did I put this? Okay, so on the fly fixes, or if you want to take longer fixes, they can be done with either carpenter's tools, tinker's. If you're trying to do a long repair, it can be done once every hour, and it would be like a 10-minute. Take the time to try and fix something. And I'm treating this kind of like there's a mechanic in Pathfinder where the healing, you can choose the DC of it, and it increases for the amount of healing for it. So if you choose a DC of 10 and you pass that with your Tinkers or Carpenters, it would heal 2d10 points of the ship. DC 15, 2d10 plus 20, or if you want to choose a DC of 20 for 2d10 plus 40 points of healing on the ship. If you fail, then that hour has passed. You're working on the repairs and just nothing happens. And also once per day on the ship, you can attempt a quick fix and choose between those same DCs, and they'll receive half that amount in healing. But it will take 3 turns to complete that quick fix. So, and that can be split up. So if you wanted one person to be the primary and they made the roll and they were successful, then 2 other people could step in and finish those repairs during like 1 round of combat.
Okay.
And if I have it written down on mine. I haven't put it on a sheet yet. So if that comes up, just ask and I'm happy to repeat it.
Okay.
Quick question about the core.
Yes.
How does that work? So does that have a separate HP than the 250 if it's attacked?
So the core. So it is any attack inflicted directly on it will be considered an auto crit, and it will ignore the damage threshold.
Nice. Okay. So basically, It's got a vulnerability to lightning, so that's an auto crit plus vulnerability, so doubling the double.
Yes. If you're able to get to its core.
Don't fly on any storms.
Yeah, your ship is vulnerable to that. Not all ships are the same thing.
Hey, Goat, can you reduce with your tattoo, or is it just enlarge?
Well, actually, my tattoo doesn't. It's just my background.
It's his rage. Oh no! Yeah, never mind.
Well,
His giants.
it's my giants thing that incorporates into my rage. But yeah, I have to rage to increase my size.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, question on that. Could you increase your size and then I cast enlarge on you and make you a massive creature?
Yes, you totally could.
Yeah, because they're two different effects, so they would stack.
Oh my gosh. How much weight can this ship handle, Jordan? Because it multiplies your weight by 8.
I don't think a single person's weight would drop a ship.
Yeah, but what if I smash one of the sails with my huge longsword? Is there a potential to cleave one of those suckers in half?
I mean, maybe not cleave it in half.
You're cutting out again.
So weird. I don't know what it is.
It is.
It's not the noise suppression, because that's off.
Yeah.
Goat, how much do you weigh, Goat? Well, he's
I was
looking.
gonna say, just baseline. If Goat was 200 pounds, which I'm pretty sure he's larger than,
I'm at least
increased
200.
his-
Yeah.
increased his weight times 8 would be 1600. Then increased it again by a factor of 8, or by times 8 would be 12,800 pounds.
I weigh 290 pounds.
200 and so that'd be 18,000 pounds of extra weight on this ship. That's already got a lot of people on it.
Gosh. Yeah. Let me check the ship's stats, I guess.
Didn't you count for weight, did you, Jordan?
Well, the ship itself weighs a ton.
Yeah, I was gonna say our ship is like
Yeah.
12,000 pounds. Yeah.
Doing that on your ship would probably take it down.
Well, look at the max capacity of people. Do you have that stat for the ship? Because I know you have that for ours.
I do have that stat for the ship. Let me find it. It can hold a lot of people.
How many people, Jordan?
Around 300.
How many people are on it right now?
I mean, at this point, probably, I don't know, probably around 200-ish. There's going to be about like 50, 75, I'll say 75 guards, and then like 125 prisoners.
So if Goat weighs 18,000 pounds.
Well, it's taking his weight and timesing it by 8.
Right.
So it's like you're adding 8 people.
Well, you forget that I would further enlarge him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so 16.
Honestly, it's taking his weight. No, it's taking his weight and adding 64 people.
Oh.
Well, I
Yeah.
actually did it's 64 people of his weight, though. You would
Yeah.
think that he's above average.
he is above average.
So if you do 150 pounds, that's an additional 124 people.
It would be pushing this ship probably to
Okay.
I would say I wouldn't think it would make it to fall or anything, but it would definitely slow it down.
Oh, okay. So you're saying, okay. I feel
And I
like I could
casted-
do some damage to this ship if I'm giant or huge.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Can I
Like,
cast
if I could
enlarge on him
smack some
again?
stuff around.
No, so you-
Stack enlarge.
Unfortunately, enlarged, like you can't stack spells like that.
Dang it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Gosh,
Casually making go 18,000 pounds.
just casually, just as you.
As you do,
Yeah. All right, something to keep in our back pocket, Goat.
All right. Sounds good.
crazy stuff you can do in D&D.
I could rip these freaking sails, right? I could just tear them up because I'm that big.
Yeah,
I don't have to cleave through the pole. I can just rip up that fabric.
I know. Good thing you're getting an 8-hour rest, man. Cover some of that HP.
Good thing. Does it have to be 8? Isn't it 4?
Oh, I'm doing 8 hours because I want all of my spell slots back.
yeah. Long rest
Yeah.
8.
8
long
for a
rest,
long
8.
rest, an hour for a short rest.
Well, I don't think I've been asleep for 8.
Not yet.
Well, I'm just saying I'm not going to do anything for you until 8 hours.
Yeah, Goat doesn't expect anything from any of you because he thinks you guys abandoned him. So
And he's like, everybody left
he's
me.
all on his own. He's going to, act accordingly.
All a bunch of fake friends.
Don't worry, Monsha has a plan for that.
Well, let us jump back over to Goat. Goat, you are coming to, and your hands are now bound with chains.
Chains. Okay.
Before anything else, I need you to take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oof.
Okay. Is that a thing I can tick in D&D Beyond?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, conditions.
Go into conditions and the
Okay.
bottom.
Got it. All right. 1 level of exhaustion, organ failure, whatever.
Whatever.
None of this is important.
And you're waking up. Pasta La Vista is next. He is to your side. Guards are in this loop of prisoners, and you can see there are a lot of people down here.
Okay. Just for stat wise, how much health do I have at this point when I come to? How does that work?
I would say it would have been about an hour. Roll however many hit dice you would like. If not, you just be back with 1.
I was going to say, would the rest of us have had time to short rest in that? Or is this a goat only kind of thing?
I would say Goat only since out.
Ah.
During this, everyone else was kidnapping a guard and getting information, taking them to a
Okay.
ship, and
Yeah.
I do have something that I would like to do for Goat to let him know that I'm here, but we can do that whenever you want, Jordan.
Okay. I mean, I was going to say Rudy is in the cell right next to him, too. So he would probably tell Goat as well.
Okay. Well, I was going to have my familiar turn into a little rat, and he was going to have a little piece of paper in his mouth that he was going to take over to Goat as soon as he woke up.
You can also do that.
Cool.
All right. I rolled 2d12s.
Okay.
I'm at 20 HP.
That's not bad.
Okay. Goat, how are you feeling?
So yeah, Goat's gonna open his eyes and take a big look at his surroundings, and he's gonna realize that he is in a cage. You said his hands are bound, but are his ankles or is just his hands?
Just your hands.
He will stand up, and I guess anyone around will be able to hear him. He'll just be repeating no. No, this cannot be. Goht is free. And he'll start to panic. And Goat is going to run at the cage and attempt to slam his head into the bars. No. And he'll attempt to slam his head into the bars. Damage-wise, what are we doing there?
Are you attempting to break them?
No.
Or damage to yourself wise?
Yeah, damage to myself-wise.
Roll a d20. Just straight.
13.
What's your AC?
16.
I guess add your strength as if you're doing an attack. Sorry.
So 17?
Is that going to hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Take 4 points of bludgeoning damage then from your strength modifier.
And the moment Goat slams his head into the bars, Pasta La Vista and I guess Goblin Man, they will see his eyes. He'll slam his head in the bars, and one of his eyes is going to flicker, and one turns purple, and then you see this black ichor or essence begin to crawl out of the lantern he has at his hip. And it begins to coat him and his fur, and then the other eye turns purple. He begins to speak. Do not hurt yourself, brother. There is no need. We have worked our way out of situations before. Just let me handle it. And that is what he says. Noodle Boy. Is Noodle Boy tied up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But he's Noodles.
I don't know how effective it is. But
he'll just say, unbind me. We'll see what happens with that.
I mean, Pasta La Vista is going to kind of walk over, and his little noodle, your shackles, but they're noodles. These are metal chains.
Okay. All right, worth a shot.
So it's not really going to do anything. What are you?
Rudy asks that?
Yes, Rudy will ask you that.
I am Gambit, We are Goht. Do you have a key to my binds?
Well, no, but is that really you in there, Goat?
He's gonna lean down to this goblin's eye level. It is Gambit. Do you need an explanation? I am Gambit, but we are Goat. You do not speak to Goat now. You speak to me.
Well, Gambit, you said it was. Will you? I do not have a key to the chains that bind you, nor the locks to cells. But there is an individual here. Goat was familiar with him. You may know of him if you are also him. His name is Monsha. He spoke to me earlier. I gave him a couple of the items I had stowed away. And, well, I have yet to see him again, but I'm sure he will come back.
I'm sure he will. He loves to come and go as he pleases. That is why we're here in the first place. I try to keep Goat away from people he cares about. They are never good fortune. And look where it brought us. I let Goat have control just for a little while, and here we are, caged like dogs. You tell me Monsha is here to help? Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Then we will wait for Monsha to make an appearance. I have all the time in the world. And then he's going to, when he says that, he kind of, something catches in the back of his throat. On second thought, I do not have lots of time. I am getting old. Goat thinks we are only 52 years of age, but that's only what he recalls. He doesn't account for the time that I am taken over. We are 78 years of age. We do not have long left in our life. And you, Rudy, he'll beckon him. Come closer.
He'll walk a little bit closer, but Horace.
You deal in magic items, do you not?
Well, yes, I have quite a few at my shop.
Maybe you could look into a way for me to rid of Goat. I do not wish to have his weakness inside of me any longer. Gets us in too much trouble, and I have a mission to accomplish.
Do you mind if I ask what mission are you trying to accomplish? I could certainly try and look into things.
I wish to be rid of Goat, and I wish to go to the camp we were kept for years, and obliterate every last one of those giants, just like I did Ophelia, the woman Goat cared for so much. But, as I said, I am getting old, and giants are quite big, so I will need your help in doing so. But first, we get rid of Goat. He is weak. He is foolish. He does not understand the ways of this world like I do.
Rudy is going to take a step back, and just nod his head.
It is a deal. You have bound yourself to me for life. Do you understand until this is completed? That nod was an agreement. Do you understand, Goblin? You don't need to say anything. The nod was enough.
Yeah, he's gonna walk further away from you to the opposite side of the cell.
I just want
that's what happens to Goat.
I want Gambit to know that Monsha's little rat boy heard all of that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So you saw all of that as well.
Yeah.
Are you still wanting to deliver a note?
Not to Gambit. I tell my rat, we're good.
Never mind, back up. Not after seeing that. Okay, we're
Back out. Abort.
Abort mission.
abort.
He already knows Monsha's here and he doesn't care.
Alrighty.
Well, that was something.
That was something. Alright, Gambit, you are in control again. Let's hop back over to the ROS. Oh, actually, before we hop back, at the end of that conversation, Monsha and Goat hear the ship begin to take off and feel the movement as it ascends.
Oh gosh, alright. We're leaving.
And hop back over to ROS. Rayna, Chelo, and Leet tagging along.
All right. Who's wanting to pilot this thing?
I mean, I don't have any real experience piloting, I don't think. Probably not. No, probably not. But I can try if you want.
I will say if you are... So this ship requires a crew of 3 at least to operate it fully.
Mm-hmm.
So to travel at full
Everybody's gotta
speed,
do something.
everyone will need to be manning something.
Yeah.
If
Oh, that's
If
gonna set
not-
us behind him too.
If not, you'll be traveling at... So you can still move it, it's just less.
Yeah.
What if only one person is manning it? Would that affect the
It'll
speed some?
Still just be half, yeah. So if
It's
you're under the
Half, it
crew,
wouldn't matter.
yeah. So if you're just under the crew, it'll be...
Okay.
Oh, if you're at or over, then go at full speed.
Because I was gonna say I don't need as much sleep, so I could crew by myself, but it doesn't sound like it would matter. So.
Well, I mean, you could while everyone too.
I mean, half speed for 4 hours is better than no speed for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking Chelo would either be pilot or navigator, and I'm fine with either role.
Rayna probably has more experience navigating than probably piloting
All right,
with her
I'll
background.
pilot. Yeah.
Okay.
We had gotten 12,000 gold, right, as our reward,
Yes.
and we
Yeah.
split it. We each got 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I just want to make sure because I didn't update my gold correctly, so I wanted to make sure I had the right gold count there.
Okay.
Okay.
Also important to note, this ship has a cost.
Oh, what? Sorry.
It's like 1 crystal
It'll
per
take-
day.
Fuel.
Oh, is that on the thing? I didn't read the
Can-
whole thing. So I
can
couldn't
James-
answer.
do
Power
his-
source and fuel consumption. Power source is the levitation crystal core. Fuel
I think-
use magic infused crystals. 1 crystal, 10 gold each for standard operation.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Extra-
I didn't put it on the picture. I just put it in the description. That was my bad.
Yeah.
Where are you
um,
reading that? Am I blind?
Up above, I put the full text for it.
Yeah, it's just
Or-
under the weight
Oh, okay.
in
Yeah.
the text.
Yeah, I missed it on the sheet. I'll put that in at some point. Okay.
Okay. Well, but then before we set out, how much fuel do we have?
Below deck, there are 30 crystals.
There's 30 down there. Okay.
Yes.
That's 30 days.
Okay, so we have enough to make it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're heading out.
I do think we would have checked that before we
Yeah.
Yeah.
set off.
While you're familiarizing yourself with the ship, is anyone looking around the ship before you just fly off from the helm?
I would.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think we would both definitely look around.
Okay. We'll drag you around. I'll drag the eyeball around for a little bit. So, main deck, at the very front, there is the steering for the pilot. So you can see out well from there. Heading into this back room on the top of the deck is where the levitation crystals,
Oh, cool.
along with some food storage and
Mhm.
like clothing, blankets, whatever.
Levitation crystal, so we could surmise that the ship we're on has some sort of levitation crystal that could be crushed.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
That does
Um,
still, however, mean that your whole ship would probably plummet from the
Keep
sky.
that in mind, Monsha. Monsha's got wings. He can just carry me. He'll
He's
be all right.
fine. He's fine.
You can carry me.
It's a
Screw all the
levitation.
other prisoners.
What about all
Oh,
the
well,
innocent prisoners?
Well,
And
only
Noodle
one,
Boy
only
and
one of me
Ruby.
cares about that.
Monsha
Only-
doesn't care about anyone else other than those 3.
Rayna
honest.
cares about.
This is a dangerous situation. We have the 2 and
No,
the potential
Jordan!
to destroy it.
Or did you cut out again, man?
Why? Oh my gosh, dude! I don't.
Is it
I
your
don't know
mic's
what-
position? Are you speaking at the face or are you speaking at the tip of it?
No, it's like right up. It's right in my mouth.
Hmm.
See,
Like directly in
Navi,
front of me.
that's-
is the
that's how it
Navi
should
thing
be.
all the way over to the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like this is a dangerous situation. We have the 2 most, and then you cut completely.
Yeah, it's always the important part.
We have the two people who don't care about anyone on the same ship with the potential to destroy it.
I mean, if
I
Goat
know.
was Goat right now, he'd care
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah,
But he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
part of me cares.
Part of you care. That's true. If Gambit starts to do something atrocious, then Goat will definitely have a chance to take back. But these on the ROS, these 2 staircases on the right side, these are what would lead below deck. There is a hatch for some underneath storage. That is where those crystals lay, the fuel crystals.
Mhm.
And there are 4 rooms in here as well. That just one of them has some rope in it, but the rest are basically empty. This was a ship that Rudy was trying to sell.
Presumably,
Cool.
for cabin quarters.
Yeah.
Are those 2 eagle's nests? Those 2 things above the.
Yes. So you could get on top of them as well, get a higher vantage point. Okay. But you guys are heading out with this ship.
Mhm.
Okay.
I believe that's the plan. Yep. How far were we from where we saw the fleet? We can't be too far, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, not super far. I mean, yeah, it's not too far.
So here's
within 10,000 feet ish.
Okay.
So still a distance because you went through part of a mountain and down.
Yeah. Chilo, I see us having a problem because we
What's that?
aren't going to be able to have the ship fly at full speed the whole time, whereas they're going to be able to have enough crew to maintain full speed throughout the day and night.
You can also do double fuel.
Yeah, we're gonna have to burst.
Yeah, there are some burst options. What is that? Speed burst.
Mhm.
So for a minute, every hour, you can increase your speed, essentially tripling your speed.
But wait, for the
Once
whole
per
hour or just for a minute?
1 minute per
Per minute.
hour. It will use an extra fuel time you do.
So I'm wondering, we might have to do something sooner because we're not going to be able to keep up with their ship.
Yeah,
Because they'll get there before us at that rate.
yeah.
Yeah, that's accounting for nothing else happening while we're on the ship. Any sort of
Yeah.
sabotage.
Is Monsha still listening in?
Yeah, Monsha's still here.
Okay.
What happened to
does Monsha
Willis?
have any thoughts?
Willis got taken prisoner.
Willis is also
So
prisoner.
he's on potentially a different ship. Oh,
Maybe.
Willis, man.
Might be on
Come
the
on.
same ship.
Willis was
Yeah,
like,
I
yeah,
guess it
we'll
could
be fine.
Could be
I know how to get out of here. We even
Yeah,
gave him warning. Come on, bro.
Not Willis, you gave Talia.
I gave Talia a warning and she still got caught.
I swear I told Willis.
Did you tell
After our
us?
fight.
You might have actually, yeah.
Yeah, I swear I told him after our fight. And he said, yeah, I can take care of myself.
He was mistaken.
He was mistaken. He's just Willis, man.
Yeah, it's just Willis.
Give him a break.
I thought Talia might, since she, was kind of good at being not seen, but apparently not.
Yeah, I rolled bad for her.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
My first roll tonight was a 3, so.
Okay. Who is taking what position on the ship? Just
Chilo will pilot.
I'll navigate.
if you're doing one of the supporting roles, it won't be like you're constant something. It'll just be you have to be there to support in case something comes up. So you'll still be able to do like light activity, but you just won't be able to like fully rest with it.
Yeah.
So I could take a short rest.
Potentially, yeah. As long as you're, yeah. I'll allow short rest during this, just not.
Not a long rest.
Yeah.
So I don't need a long rest, to be honest. So if you guys want to catch up sooner, then that's great. Or if you do want to wait the full 8 hours, I'll take a long rest.
I just need a short rest. That is, if I can roll some hit dice and get my warlock spells back, I'll be good to go.
I mean, hold on, I would like to get some spell slots back. I could recover a little bit. What was I doing? I could roll a hit dice on a short rest. I'm not gonna be at full everything, but I can maybe make a short rest work.
Yeah. My only thing is I might not be at full HP, but I can,
Oh gosh,
I can definitely make a. I can
It'd
definitely
be
make
awful
short
not
rest
to be
work.
at full.
I'm at half right now.
You're fine, Goat. You're okay.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Because how many spell slots can I recover with a short rest?
Monsha still has all his 10 hit points. I don't see what the problem is.
Monsha's just been dodging everyone, man.
That's per day when you finish.
Monsha didn't get eviscerated by a giant shadow monster. Nobody remembers.
Well, I mean, if you put it that way. Or eviscerated by Chilo, because couldn't quite reach him. Isn't that right, Gambit?
Yeah, not ever. Well, I think I hit him once, but that was all I was getting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, So I could either recover one second level spell slot or 2 first level spell slots with the short rest with arcane recovery.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is going to be more useful to you?
That's a good question.
I'm just saying, I have all my first level spell slots back because I use my sorcery points, and then if I can short rest, I'll get my second levels back.
Gotcha.
I don't know which one would be more beneficial. We're going into like a full-on fight.
I was gonna say, this is if you can catch up to them.
Yeah, this is if we can catch up to them.
Is that what we're doing? We're gonna take a short rest and try to catch them. So what we can do is, I think it's gonna take us 4 hours though, because I'll have to short rest. You can't short rest while driving, so I'll have to take a short rest, and then you'll have to take a short rest.
Yeah.
So it'll take us 4 hours.
This is 2.
It's just 2, yeah. It's an
Short
hour.
rest is an hour.
Yeah, because it's a short rest is an hour. Why was I thinking it was 2 hours?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so it takes us 4 hours. I don't know either. It's never been 2 hours. Why would I think it was 2 hours?
It's been 4 hours, and it's been 1 hour.
So, Monsha's going to assume a long rest for himself, but if you guys catch up to him sooner, great.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do 2 short rests, 1 for me, 1 for you, and try to catch them and see.
Yeah, we'll go half speed the first 2 hours, and then full speed after that.
Are we going to discuss a plan while we're? Wait, why do we have to go half? Why do we have to go half speed for the first hour?
Because one of us is going to be short resting, so we don't have 3 people manning
You can.
all the stations.
I'll allow short rest while going full.
Oh, okay.
Just not long rest.
Navigating.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, do you want to take the first short rest, and I'll pilot so you can?
Sure. And I got to decide if I think 1, 2, 6. Do we think we're going to be in like... Okay, hold on. Let's discuss our plan real quick. What do we think our plan is going to be? Are we going to be like trying to get on the ship and break them out? Are we... What is our plan here?
The teleporting magic item that I got. So you can dimension door once, and you can like teleport to a teleportation circle once. Worm step. Okay. Worm step gem. So yeah, Chelo is going to produce that gem, and he's going to say, I can attune to this, or either one of us can attune to this on our short rest. If we can get everyone together, there is a teleportation circle in Rudy's workshop, and we'd be able to get there. Just
leave the boat behind.
Yeah, then we're just leaving the boat in the middle of the sky, which seems a little wrong.
Hey, I mean, do we think we're going to be able to take out an army?
Yeah, I mean, we know where they're going, so that could be our next objective if we're able to pull that off.
Well, how many people can the stone teleport at a time with the
8
circle?
Up to 8 willing creatures.
Mm-hmm. That'd mean we'd have to leave, we'd have enough for Rayna, Monsha, Chelo, Goht, Noodle Boy, Rudy, and we'd have room for 2 more if we wanted.
Leet. Did you say Leet?
Leet.
Oh, Leet. Yeah, that's who I was missing. I thought I counted 7. So we'd have room for 1 more if we wanted.
How about we make the teleportation a backup to the plan and try to save the ship, if possible.
Okay.
I would like to try to
there's the greed. Yeah.
I'm just saying, last ditch effort, we can at least, if we're together, we can get out of there.
Yeah.
But even if we secure their ship, we're not going to be able to pilot it. We don't have enough people. Unless we can release all the prisoners, maybe.
Well, I don't see us being able to take over the entire ship, because...
75.
I mean, we don't know Well, Monsha might have an idea of how many guards there are on the ship, but...
Yeah.
75. Never.
I was going to say, I imagine Monsha would be listening in on the plan and participating.
Yeah. Leet will be... Leet's relaying his... 75 is a rough estimate that Monsha would have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
DM, that is the number I gave.
Yeah.
I don't see us being able to take out 75 guards.
I don't either.
Oh.
Not without some really fancy shenanigans.
I have many skills, but
I was going to say, we got shenanigans.
I'm not a 1-man army.
If Leet could chime in for a moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
In my experience, when you kill something, you go for its head. You don't need to kill all its appendages.
Very true.
Just my 2
What are you-
cents.
What are you
Monsha, any
suggesting?
chance you could find the
Or-
leader?
Oh, the leader.
Can't participate in this.
I was thinking something more along the lines of, and she's going to point towards your own ship's levitation crystal. Something like that.
I mean, that may work.
There are 6 ships, correct? So if we just take out those, doesn't matter how many guards there are.
The only problem with that would be sacrificing the prisoners.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that plan.
Oh no,
Wipe out an entire town of people.
I'm not saying I'm opposed, Lee. It's just need to keep these kinds of things in mind.
Oh, yes, of course.
Lee, do you know anything about these kinds of ships that I'm on?
That you are on? Not particularly, but just sky galleons in general. They usually have one core, and if that core is destroyed or removed, well, the ship loses power.
Is it easy to remove them?
Well, on a ship like this one, she looks around, fairly easy. It's a smaller ship, or I assume the ships you're on have quite a bit larger cores, so it might take a bit of finagling to do.
Plan on bringing a beholder into this game, Brian?
That's just my nearest. It's
Nearest
the,
mini
it's the
I can play with.
funnest mini to play with because these are very malleable. I'm nervous. Okay, I'm anxious. What's gonna happen?
I didn't know that Goat could summon those. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 Not
Gambit
Go Gambit can.
Yeah, we can get it.
Okay, so everyone has the general plan, I guess. Ish. But we're gonna start moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna rest for 8 hours. If there's something that happens, my rat will let me know.
Gambit will wait. Rest as well. I need something back.
I assumed we were kind of moving while we're discussing plans.
Oh yeah.
So, I feel like we need a better game plan. I don't like the idea of taking out the core. I see that going bad.
Monsha likes the idea.
Also, how fast do ships drop when you remove their core?
500 feet per round.
Okay.
I looked up falling speed.
Shadowfell's below us, so maybe there's some different gravity down there or whatever. I don't know.
It's true.
Well, not technically Shadowfell yet, because we're still over the island at least for 12 hours.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So crashing a ship, it could still work.
All right.
Rest for 8 hours?
Yeah, y'all two
Well-
rest for 8 hours.
Or however long it takes you guys to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I needed that. My exhaustion's gone, right, Jordan?
No. The exhaustion isn't from that.
Oh no. So even if he sleeps, it doesn't take away an exhaustion?
The exhaustion is right now being in the chains that are on you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. That's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like best case scenario, we take over the ship. Worst case scenario, we have to teleport out.
Yeah.
Monsha has some scouting that he would like to do at some point. So just so you know, Jordan.
Okay. Okay. Well, we are going to start traveling with it.
Mhm.
And Chelo, you said you were piloting during the first.
Yeah.
Rayna, are you doing anything resting during the first hour?
I'm navigating as well.
Okay. Are you looking around the ship at all, or just
I mean, you mean like searching the ship?
yeah, just peeking around, seeing if there's anything useful type deal?
I mean, I thought we did that before we started flying. Did I not?
Oh, I didn't know how in depth you were going. I kind of just gave you a layout.
Yeah, I mean, she'd probably peek around a little bit. She's a curious person.
I figured I had something prepped for you, so.
Okay.
Will you roll a perception check?
That's a 21.
Sweet. You find a book.
Bonus?
And, you found a book, and
Found a book! Rayna loves books. Except the kind that apparently take all your bones away. She doesn't like those.
I will begin to read. The beginning. Don't be foolish enough to take on these beasts. Will not survive to tell the tale. The first in the list the crab. There's the crab. There is the snake. Actually, Matt, can I have you start reading the crab one while I'm sending over the rest, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I can read it.
Sweet. Also, this is it's seen as a fictional book that was written of this world, but, truth in stories kind of thing.
Oh yeah, if Rayna found a book, she'd be reading it, all of it. She'd be so
Yeah.
excited.
You want me to read all 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 pages?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like half pages, but yeah.
Alright, the floating island of Zyrith had been whispered about for generations. Tales of jagged rocks and lush green cliffs drifting through the endless skies. But there was one story every skyfaring crew knew by heart, the tale of Skycrusher, the leviathan crab that reigned over the floating archipelago with indomitable force. It was just after dawn, the fog thick and heavy, when the celestial gale, a swift sky galleon, ventured into forbidden airspace. Captain Elvira Stormshield, renowned for her daring, aimed to pluck the levitation crystal from one of the islands for herself. She'd heard the story about Skycrusher, of course, but she scoffed at the idea of a giant crab lurking in the skies, legends to scare children. She muttered as she steered the ship closer to the floating cliffs. The ship sliced through the mist, approaching one of the largest islands, where crystal blue waters sparkled in shallow pools across the terrain. As they drew closer, the air grew dense and oppressive, almost humming with an unnatural vibration. The crew exchanged wary glances, sensing a presence even before they could see it. Then there was a shadow, a colossal shifting mass, emerging from beneath the floating rocks. With each movement, Skycrusher's iridescent shell shimmered, reflecting the faint dawn light. Its claws, sharp and laden with jagged stone-like growths, gleamed with ominous power. And its many-legged form hovered with an unsettling grace. The levitation crystal embedded within its shell glowed, emitting an otherworldly hum that resonated with the ship's levitation engine, causing the celestial gale to shake. The captain had barely given the order to turn back when Skycrusher's claws shot forward, faster than anyone could react. With a horrifying crunch, it gripped the hull, holding the sky galleon fast in place. The sailors scrambled, weapons drawn, but the beast's force energy field shimmered around it like an impenetrable shield. Captain Elvira steadied herself, shouting for the cannons to fire. Thunderous blasts echoed through the skies, but the cannonballs simply bounced off Skycrusher's thick, ancient shell. Each failed attempt only seeming to enrage the beast. It responded with a forced snap, a burst of raw energy that sent half the crew tumbling across the deck, stunned by its sheer force. Desperate, the captain called upon her magical trident, channeling a fierce bolt of lightning. The strike hit true, and for the first time Skycrusher recoiled, its levitation crystals crackling and sputtering. But even as the lightning seared its shell, the massive crab seemed to learn to adapt, retracting into a defensive stance with its shell guard. The celestial gale was not fast enough to escape Skycrusher's wrath. With a mighty skyquake, it slammed its claws together, sending shockwaves through the air. The sky galleon shuddered as debris rained down, and those not thrown overboard clung desperately to the rails. In the ensuing chaos, Skycrusher unleashed its gravity wave, sending the battered ship spinning uncontrollably into the open sky. In the end, only a handful survived to tell the tale. The vessel lost to the depths below. The captain herself was never seen again, though rumor held she'd fallen down with her ship, a victim of her own hubris. The few who escaped returned with fragments of Skycrusher's essence, splintered of its ancient shell, still faintly aglow with primordial energy. To this day, no one dares approach the floating islands of Zyrith without trembling, and those who try always keep an eye on the sky, knowing that somewhere above Skycrusher, the floating terror watches over its dominion, waiting for the next intruder to wander into its realm. Yeah.
You mean to tell me there's giant crab in sky?
Crab sounds delicious.
And there's gonna be a giant goat in the sky.
So, the first beast is the crab. We'll move on a little bit, come back to it later.
Sounds good.
But wanted to at least introduce the first. The rest are in here too. The snake should sound familiar. I'm just saying. But let us fast forward a little bit. We'll say the first hour has passed, and you guys on the ROS can see the other ships in the distance, the 6th fleet that are heading toward Center Island. And it looks like at your current speed and how fast they have been going, that you will not be able to catch up to them.